What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, let me just go ahead and cut right to the chase. Obviously, you saw the thumbnail and title of this video. So, before we go any farther, let me just say, in this video, we're not naming any names. We're not identifying any shops. There's an ongoing investigation and back and forth between insurance companies and attorneys, all that good stuff. So, that's not what we're doing today. But let's go ahead and get right into it. Basically, if you don't recognize that car, that's our good friend Boomer's car that was built right here on the channel. Took over a year and the better part of, I don't even know how much, probably $50,000 to $60,000 if I had to guess, but you know, not my car, so I don't have access to those numbers. But here's the thing, guys. So good friend Boomer took his car in for an alignment and unloaded it off the trailer, and you know, spoke with the staff, and then said he needed to run to Home Depot or something like that to get some stuff while the work was being performed. When he came back, he saw this.
Well, yeah, because the truck got tangled up in the car. Okay. Yeah, this car don't go wide open. Yeah, it's electronic. There's no way. There's no cable. Yeah. Oh, I understand. Yeah, there's no cable on this car. It don't go wide open.
So, here's the thing, guys. Boomer has very good insurance on his car, collector car insurance. So, you know, on his end, due diligence is done, no worries. Here's the issue you run into is when you take it to a business or a shop or something like that that doesn't, you know, doesn't value, you know, or have insurance to cover specialty vehicles like that. You know, basically they're going to want to pay retail value on what is essentially a 1989 Ford Mustang. Which I don't know what the value would be these days from KBB, $1,500 maybe. So big issue, and so we're not using this video to assign any blame. We're using this video as a wake-up call to, yes, you do your due diligence to insure your car and insure it, you know, based on the value and the you know, the modifications. Use collector car insurance, because we all put a lot of money, time, sweat, tears, and a lot of them very nostalgic, you know, reasons that we have these cars, and you know, and it's not that way if your vehicle is damaged at a shop. You know, that company's insurance, provided they have it, hopefully they have it, is basically going to want to pay you the sum value of like a Kelly Blue Book. So here's what I'm going to say, and I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Continue to do your due diligence, especially with cars like this, because he can't just go out and replace this car, even just with money. You know, it's going to have to be completely rebuilt. So, number one thing I would do is I wouldn't leave. If you know, most of us are not going to have a $50,000 to $75,000 alignment machine in our house. It's just not going to happen. I don't care how badass you are. So yeah, you're going to have to take it to shop for stuff like that, for like, you know, air conditioning, evac and recharge, stuff like that. Most of us don't keep an evac and recharge AC machine at the house. So what am I gonna do? I'm not leaving the car. That's number one. Another thing you can do is I'm going to try and find a shop where I know staff, whether it's the manager or the owner or one of the technicians, you know, that's going to be working on it. Along those lines, I'm going to try and find that. And you may not have access to that, I get it, but if you do, that's a good way to keep your vehicle protected. Ask to speak with the manager directly. Say, hey, I require for you to do this work that no one drive the car. And most places are going to be very, you know, they're going to be like, okay, we understand it's a, you know, high horsepower vehicle, whatever. You know, and if they do have a problem with it, that's a good clue to leave. Plain and simple. Another thing you can do, and you know, this, I wouldn't let anybody drive the car, but there may be a situation where they need to drive the car. have your tuner put a valet tune in the car. You know, a lot of cars came with valet keys, so you know, that's another option. Again, just don't. I wouldn't leave the car. You know, and if that's not convenient, if they say there's going to be a long wait, say, okay, you tell me when to be here, I'll be here. You know, make it clear you don't want the vehicle driven. You know, that in and of itself can save things like this from happening, because things like this shouldn't happen. There's no reason for something like this to happen. Essentially, what he was told, from what I gathered, was he was told that the car went wide open throttle and got out of control. Well, there's no reason that car should have gone wide open throttle. That's a 1,000 horsepower car. And if you don't know or didn't know it was a 1,000 horsepower car, the giant parachute on the back of it would have been your first clue that it probably can get rowdy pretty quick. So, look, accidents do happen. In my mind, I don't see this as an accident, but I'm not the attorney, I'm not the owner, I'm not, you know, that's just, you know, me looking from the outside in. Guys, do your due diligence. Keep a closer watch on your car. Boomer is sick, and rightfully so. But again, I don't blame him. You don't expect these things to happen. You would think an automotive shop would have enough sense to say, we probably shouldn't drive that car. It has all kinds of gadgets and crazy buttons and shifters. It's a freaking race car. Probably not a good idea to go joyriding in it. So that's the video, guys. Link below. Go check out Boomer's YouTube channel. This is an ongoing situation for him, and I hope that it gets worked out for him, because, you know, he's, like I said, he's put everything into this car. He's been out racing it and having fun with it. It shouldn't have happened, and the point of this video is for you guys to just be more vigilant and keep a closer watch on your car. You don't want this to happen. I guarantee you. I definitely don't want it to happen. So hope this helps. If it did, big thumbs up. I'll catch you on the next one.